Mia Kingtide, The Octopus's Gift. Book 1 of the Mia Kingtide Ocean Adventures series by Luke Kilpatrick. Published by Pitter Patter, Diving LLC. Books available in paperback, hardcover and Kindle on Amazon.com and at pitterpatterdiving.com.
Chapter 1. The Octopus's Gift. It was one of those magical afternoons at Asilomar Beach in Pacific Grove, California, where the air smelled of salt and seaweed, and the waves sparkled like scattered diamonds under the sun. The tide pools glistened like tiny, self-contained worlds, each brimming with color and life. Mia Kingtide hopped from rock to rock with the practiced ease of a young explorer, her GoPro camera in one hand and her waterproof notebook tucked under her arm. These afternoons were her favorite. Just her dad, and the ocean. It was their tradition, these mini adventures in nature's most intricate corners. Each tide pool was alive with movement. Green sea anemones waved their delicate tentacles in the water. Tiny shrimp darted between rocks, and crabs, startled by Mia's shadow, scuttled into crevices for cover. Mia crouched down by a particularly large pool, the sun warming her back. The surface shimmered like a mirror, distorting the treasures hidden beneath. She leaned closer, her eyes widening as a swirl of reddish-brown and cream moved gracefully under the water.
"Whoa,"
she whispered. Nestled among the rocks was an octopus, its body pulsating with soft waves of color as it tried to squeeze under a ledge. Its tentacles curled and uncurled, as if deciding whether to hide or stay.
"Dad, come quick, there's an octopus!"
Mia yelled, her excitement bubbling over. Her dad was a little way down the shore, adjusting his camera to capture the waves crashing against the rocks.
That's amazing, Mia. Just be careful, all right?
"I'm fine, Dad,"
she called back, her voice brimming with excitement. But before he could reach her, a group of older kids wandered over. They spotted the octopus and crowded around, their laughter echoing off the rocks.
"Look at that thing!"
one of them said, jabbing a finger toward the pool.
"Let's get it out."
Another chimed in, picking up a stick. Mia's heart sank as the kids leaned in, their shadows falling over the water.
"Stop it!"
Mia shouted, leaping to her feet. The kids turned to her, their faces a mix of amusement and annoyance.
"What's your problem?"
one sneered.
"You're scaring it,"
Mia snapped, her voice trembling but firm.
"It's not just an octopus. They're smart, and you're hurting it."
The kids exchanged glances, muttering under their breath. After a moment, they shrugged and wandered off, tossing the stick aside. Mia knelt back down, her chest tight as she watched the octopus thrash and writhe, trying to wedge itself further under the rock. Its colors were muted now, its body pulsing with fear.
"It's okay,"
Mia whispered softly.
"I'll help you."
The rock trapping the octopus in the tide pool was large, its jagged edges partially embedded in the sand. Mia braced her hands against it and pushed with all her strength. The rock shifted slightly, but not enough.
"Come on,"
she muttered through gritted teeth, her arms straining. She tried again, her fingers slipping on the wet surface. The octopus seemed to sense her effort, its movements slowing as it waited. Finally, with one last push, the rock rolled just enough to create a gap. The octopus hesitated, its body trembling. And then, with a sudden burst of movement, it darted out of the pool and into the open water, vanishing in a puff of foam. Mia collapsed onto the rocks, her arms aching but her heart soaring.
"Good luck out there,"
she whispered. As the waves gently lapped at the edges of the tide pool, Mia was about to stand up when a flicker of movement caught her eye. She froze, her breath catching. The octopus was back. It emerged slowly, its tentacles undulating with a calm, deliberate grace. Mia's heart pounded as it glided closer to her.
"Hey, little guy,"
she murmured.
"what are you doing back here? I thought you were off to explore the ocean."
The octopus moved with purpose, drawing nearer. In one of its tentacles, it held something. A small, shimmering object that sparkled in the sunlight. Mia's breath hitched as it stretched out its tentacle, offering the object to her. She hesitated, her hands trembling as she slowly reached out. The octopus gently placed the object in her palm. Mia gasped. It was a shell unlike any she had ever seen. Its surface shimmered with an iridescent glow, shifting between deep blue, sea green, and golden light. The colors seemed to ripple, as though the shell held the essence of the ocean itself.
Whoa!
She whispered, her voice barely audible. The octopus lingered for a moment, its large, intelligent eyes meeting Mia's. It was as if it were trying to tell her something beyond words. Gratitude? Trust? A message?
Thank you.
Mia said softly, her voice thick with emotion. The octopus bobbed slightly in the water, almost like a nod, before swirling away and disappearing into the waves. Mia stared at the shell in her hand, feeling its warmth and the faint tingling sensation spreading through her fingers. It was as if the shell was alive, humming with some kind of unseen power.
What just happened?
She murmured. Her dad's voice broke the spell.
Mia, time to head back.
Mia stood, cradling the shell in her palm as she hurried over to where her dad was waiting.
Dad! You won't believe what just happened!
She exclaimed, holding out the shell for him to see. Her dad raised an eyebrow, examining it closely.
That's incredible, Mia. Where did you get this?
The octopus gave it to me.
She said, her voice brimming with awe. Her dad, Luke, chuckled.
An octopus gave you a shell? Sounds like a fairy tale.
I'm serious.
Mia insisted.
I helped it and then it came back and gave me this.
Her dad studied her face, his expression softening.
Well, if that's true, then it sounds like that octopus knew exactly who to thank.
Mia smiled, clutching the shell tightly. She didn't know how or why, but deep down she knew this shell was special. As they walked back along the beach, the sun began to dip toward the horizon, casting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Mia glanced back at the tide pools, her heart full of wonder and excitement. She didn't know it yet, but her life was about to change forever.
Thank you for listening to this chapter. Published by Pitter Patter, Diving LLC. Also available now, Mia Kingtide, The Octopus's Gift, Book 1. Mia Kingtide, Guardian of the Coast, Book 2. Mia Kingtide, Journey to the Sea of Cortez, Book 3. Mia Kingtide, The Vanishing Sanctuary, Book 4. Book 5. Mia Kingtide, Passage to the Caribbean coming soon. Books available in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle on Amazon.com and at pitterpatterdiving.com.